somebody, it tries to make me not swerve.
It's good. The Tesla's helping you.
No, it's not.
It's helping you not be an aggressive driver.
Even my kids said that they don't like me driving the Tesla. They're worried for me. They know I have control issues. Okay, guys, welcome to Brandi Glanville Unfiltered without James Moss. No, I'm kidding. He's here. He just went on that GLP-1 weight loss drug, and he's super teeny tiny today. Or he just did too much cocaine and didn't show up. Either way, at least James is fun for doing cocaine. It's just me, and I might pass it to my producer over here every once in a while, but talking to myself is kind of like my everyday life. I talk to my dogs. I think people think I'm crazy because when I go for walks, I actually talk to my dogs. Is that weird? Do you?
I talk to every animal. I talk to all animals.
Like everywhere?
Oh,
That's weird. Yeah, I talk to my own personal dogs. I don't talk to like people in the zoo or animals in the zoo. Oh, maybe I do. I haven't been to the zoo in a while. But we have a lot to get to, and the great thing about today is no one's gonna fucking interrupt me. Yay! And we just found this out right before I got here. And I'm a little bit late, but last week I was out for sick reasons, so maybe James is just trying to get me back. He said his phone got hacked by him. Like, he's on his phone 24/7. There's no way his phone got hacked. He has no car registration or insurance. He has his phone with him at all times like this. So no one's hacking him. He has no money. No one's hacking him. He's not one credit card. He has one debit card. And it doesn't work most of the time. So no one is hacking James' phone for anything. I promise you. And if they want nude pictures of James, just go onto his Instagram or his TikTok. He's on there 24/7. What probably happened, he did a lot of cocaine, and then he did a lot of TikToks, and he realized he's like not doing any more content for the day. So, and he told me he was famous last week because we did the Page 6 podcast, which he sent me a picture of myself mid-sentence, and that's always attractive. Really, really cute. But guess what? He looked great. So I do have a lot of things to tackle today, and this is my list, mind you. And this right here is from the people that produce it. There's just so many pages. Thank God I brought them because I don't have dumb fuck with me. Yeah, I'm going to be mean to him because he didn't show up and he didn't tell us he wasn't coming. So this is some bullshit. It's called payback, motherfucker. Fun fact, I did get in a fight with my neighbor. Did I tell you guys this already? Yeah. Did you know in California, if your neighbor's trees go onto your property, even if you're renting, that you're responsible for cutting those trees? You knew that?
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid. We need to change that fucking law because I don't own my property. I'm a renter. And I will read you our text because he had some pretty good texts. I wasn't mad at him. I started to be slightly attracted to him, but it's only when he was really mean to me. And then I was like, oh, all right, I'll be nice. And then I apologized the next day because I don't want to get shot, to be honest. And he can see into my bedroom. And not that there's anything going on except for gross dogs in the bed, which I realized today is a problem. I'm going to jump all over. But it's a problem because we walk and it's gross outside. They walk through the gutter. I'm like, who are you dogs? Like, ew. And I think they do it on purpose to piss me off because I don't take them on enough walks. But I've been under the weather, and walking hasn't been my number one priority. Plus, I fucking throw the ball all day long around the house. I break things. They're great dogs, but I just think it's gross that we walk our dogs and then they get into our beds. Ew. I mean, maybe, like, allegedly, maybe one of their worms or something went into my ear and burrowed down there, and that's why I don't feel good. I don't know that for a fact, but you never know. Dogs are dirty, but if I don't put them in the bed, I feel bad. I'm such a pushover for my animals. Although my youngest dog, he's 5 months old now, his balls dropped, they are juicy. And guess what? He's trying to hit it with Lady, who's also not fixed, and they are real cute, but I am not trying to be a puppy mom, so Ralph's getting chopped on the 1st. Wow. Yay!
Chopping the poor guy?
Yeah. Well, I can't do Lady because she's a lady. She's moody and she's sweet. Lady, she gets her period a lot, so I mean, like, I don't know. I've never had a female dog.
Yeah.
Like, I really, except for one, and I think she was part goat. We called her Yoda Hooker, if that makes anyone understand what she looked like. I will share a picture. I'm going to share a few pictures and text since I'm pulling a Bethany and talking to myself for an hour. Don't worry, it'll be like 30 minutes. My list. Okay. Podcasts. Oh, because I have so much time on my hands, I sit around thinking about sayings that we used to say and that are fucking wrong. So I was telling my kids last night, Sarah and Mason, I realized that I can't have both boys over at the same time because then they turn into fucking assholes and like Yahtzee hazers. Who hazes during Yahtzee? Like, that's fucked up. So I'm spreading it up. One kid at a time. One boy and a girlfriend, the other boy and a girlfriend. So last week I made the mistake. They actually got me into the fight with my neighbor because I was like, yeah, that fucking asshole won't trim the trees. And then like, he's like, did you say something? I said it a little loud on purpose. And Mason goes, he said you're a fucking asshole. And then my super cute neighbor on the right, like, so sweet. He's like this old Jewish man. He was scared. I know it. He got out in the morning. He trimmed all of his trees. We were not talking about him at all. But I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God, he's scared of me. And he's been like letting me put stuff in his garbage can. And he like found me my first tree trimmer. But that guy didn't show back up to finish the job. So I can't rehire him. Anyway, I will read those texts, but I don't want them to know that I live there because then they might just get mad at me in general and come kill me. Do you know what I mean? There's so much to be angry at me about. So, yeah, I just don't need that. But did I do something with my glasses? Oh, wait, I'm jumping around and James isn't even here. So here's what I have to say. Slow and steady wins the race. You think that's true?
I would hope so, because I'm pretty slow, pretty steady.
Slow and steady fucking loses, but it finishes. You finish the race slow and steady. Like fast and strategic, you're winning that fucking race. Slow and steady wins you nothing except like here, you finished trophy. So that is wrong, as well as a lot of other things, but they could get me canceled. And it's so sad that they could get me canceled because they're so like obsolete things, but I'll tell you after. How's that? Yeah, we'll talk after. But anyway, I have enough problems. Like, I've already been canceled before. It's not fun. Let's go through my list of hot topics. What'd you say, James? Fuck off. Be quiet. Go eat some food. Oh, you're too high? All right. I see you. All right. You're just using me for fame, and then you don't even bother to show up, or you're just too skinny. I can't see you. Okay. Oh, that's my slow and steady saves the race. So that's half my notes. Okay, so over the weekend, this is kind of controversial, and I don't know that I should be talking about it, but I'm gonna because I don't give a fuck. So there was all these headlines about this reality star, Kim Zolciak. I'm sure you saw them, and her 15-year-old son. And as I'm saying this, I'm realizing I'm a hypocrite because I'm saying we shouldn't talk about kids that are underage, but I'm sitting here talking about it. But what my point is that we shouldn't talk about kids that are underage when their parents put them on TV. They didn't sign up for it. In this case, a girl, underage also, said that she was sexually assaulted by this kid at the gym. And because I'm a mom of boys, I feel a certain way. I was very protective of my kids, and I'm like, you cannot hold hands unless you ask. You cannot kiss unless you ask. You have to ask if you can hug her. You cannot do one thing. Nothing. You can't do anything. Did I get this? That was going to be a double negative. I hate those. But so it's all over the news. It's on TMZ, People, Us. It's like all of my friends are texting me saying, man, that kid's fucked up. Man, that's so fucked up what he did. I'm like, wait a minute, let me go look online, because I don't look online because God forbid I see something I don't like about myself, which I did. I'll tell you that. I have cankles today, and I'll show you a picture. Over the weekend, my whole bottom of my body blew up, and I know that these are cool, but I am on a lot of medication right now. And I was freaking out. But you will not catch me at an urgent care or emergency room because they are gaslighter fuck faces. But anyway, back to Croy's and Kim's kid. She alleges that he sexually assaulted her. And having someone, I think I'm sensitive to it too because of what happened to me with the whole whatever her name is and the Morocco debacle. That shit, even if it's just in the press, you don't come back from it. 3 years of hell from it. It's life ruining. It makes you question your mental health. And I'm fucking 50. Let's just not say that word out loud. It's one F word I don't like. But I'm pretty solid. I've been through a lot of hate. I can handle a lot. But this is a 15-year-old kid. And I'm telling you, I was at like getting counseling and like I was in a dark, dark space. This is life-ruining stuff. What is it going to do to this kid whose brain's not fully developed yet? And the girl alleged certain things, but when the police took her to the hospital, she had 0 DNA on her body from him. Not in her mouth, not on her clothes, not on her body. I'm not, listen, we all are not judged. They put him in jail. We're not judge, jury, and whatever. I don't know what that's saying, but what is that saying? Judge and jury.
I think you had it.
All right, you're useless. No.
So I get the James box.
Yeah, I have to abuse everyone a little bit. Sure, he's a comedian, so if he's not funny, it's his fault. But going back to this, I just feel like people under 15, and I know we can't protect them because a lot of people are under 15, but he's been accused, he's been put in jail, he's been publicly derailed, that's not the right word, but like, what's the word? This is where James, the coke really keeps him real cracking. He's been like, he's exiled already, like life-ruining shit. All my friends are saying they immediately believe it, and as a mom of boys, I'm like, you guys, read the fucking article. Read it carefully, because anyone can say anything. And I'm not discounting the fact that this woman has a trauma and that's what she says happened, but let's leave it to the justice system and not the press, because their mom is very popular. She's clickbait. This kid did not sign up for this. He's got enough going on. His parents are going through a horrible divorce. They're in the press every day. You know, they lost their house. She's lost all her money. Oh, I keep getting their chills, but don't worry about me. It's just because it's really hot in here.
You get the chills because it's hot?
No, I get the chills because I'm on my medication. Ooh, put a whole bunch of filters on this shit. So I wasn't going to talk about it because it is controversial, but I would never victim shame. I think whatever she says, that's her story. Whatever he's saying, that's her story, his story. But we have to be really careful with these young kids. You know, if I was feeling honestly almost suicidal, but I would never do that to my children. But like everything I had canceled, all my money went away. It was a dark time. Imagine what this does to a teenager that's going to high school, and high school's hard enough as it is. Like, it's one of the hardest times in your life. I just am so angry about this story, and I wish there was a way to protect people under 18, but I know there's not. I mean, I can keep saying that, but I just want to say to everyone out there, let's wait. Let's hear exactly what, evidence there is or isn't. Because right now it's all hearsay. No DNA, he did this, we don't know anything yet. So let's not ruin this kid's life, because what if something happens to him? I mean, it's too late. It's too late. Hopefully, his parents aren't traumatized from going through their horrible divorce and are sound enough to be there for him. But I know divorce, it's really fucking hard, and you barely get through your days. So being a parent on top of that, I just feel so bad for this whole family. And her family. I'm not, again, discounting her situation, but everyone that texted me assumed he was guilty immediately. All the headlines said he was guilty. Let's wait, guys. Let's just wait. Because what I supposedly did, I did not fucking do. I did nothing of the sort. The cast has my back. Production has my, well, they don't have my back. But air it, please. Like, please, I'm begging. But it's not about me, but it is. But let's protect our youth, guys, and let's not just assume. And I'm not taking anyone's side here. I'm just a boy mom knowing that, you know, what I read. And if you read the whole thing, it does say that there's no DNA. So that's as controversial as I want to get today. But I will talk some shit about some people. That's easy enough. But what do you think about that? You have kids.
Yeah.
You have a boy and a girl, right?
Boys. No, 2 boys.
Oh, shit. So you're, I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough.
I mean, I like what you were saying. Like, I've been teaching my boys, like, about, like, what consent means just in general in life. Not just about, like, sexual assault, but just, like, in general. Like, when another person, like, when you're playing with somebody else, it's like, it's not funny to throw the ball and hit someone with it when they didn't consent to have a ball.
Is it not fun?
It's fun for them, but, like, like, trying to teach them, like, hey.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but that's kid stuff.
You got it. That's good. That's healthy to tell your kids that, though. Everybody does it.
Yeah, it's normal. But I'm not cleaning up crusty fucking socks.
Crusty socks.
I'm done. But he's like, I don't remember that. I'm like, convenient. But yeah, but I was telling Mason last night, I was like, I did the best I could as a mom. I would tell him, man the fuck up. Man up. I go, you were 4, but... And he's like, see? But I had to be tough because I was the mom and the dad.
Yeah.
Because his dad is very, like, doesn't like confrontation. We're opposite, obviously.
Yeah.
He married me because I'm spicy. And he's like, he does not like to ruffle feathers. Ever. Except for with me, of course. Favorite person.
The dance you guys do.
Yep, it was. It worked out for 13 years, and then it didn't. But I had to talk to the kids about sex. I had to tell them everything. Like, why do I have an extender penis in the morning? Well, the extender penis is normal, you know.
That's what you guys call it?
No, they were little. Like so that's what they named it.
Oh, that's so cute.
It is cute.
Penis.
And then until one day I went into my search bar and it said Lego penis and Pornhub came up. And then I knew they had seen porn.
Oh my God.
They were older.
Mine are too young for that.
They were in middle school. I mean, I still was like not happy about it, but that like Life 360 thing, I could not, or that circle thing, I didn't know how to work it. And I wasn't going to do it, and Eddie knew it. That's why he gave it to me for free, and I put it in a box. And I recently said, do you want that back, by the way? It's not used.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You don't know? It's like a circle. There's a thing where you protect like things on the internet and like where they are, and Life 360, but before Life 360.
I didn't even know what this was, yeah. So wait, this is a blocker on your internet so your kids don't see the
Yes.
stuff? Oh, maybe I need to think about that.
Yeah, you might want... Oh, it's too late. Sorry, honey, it's too late. How old are they?
They're 10 and 7.
Yeah, totally too late.
No.
They've seen porn, so you know.
Well, they saw a box I actually had a box of...
No, they saw it during COVID. If you don't have this on your computer, they've watched porn.
Oh my God, there's no... I have seen a box of... I had a DVD when my grandpa died and I cleaned out his stuff. I have a DVD on my shelf. It's midget porn.
Denial.
And my 7-year-old.
Did you say midget porn?
Yeah, it was my grandpa's. It was a goofy dude.
I don't think we're allowed to say midget anymore.
Little person adult cinema. Little person adult cinema that my kids found and were like, what's that? And my wife called me and was like, I think you need to clean up some of your Zeta's old...
Little do you know, they have a full subscription to everything. I promise you. Like, when I wrote some stuff in my book, everyone's like, clutching their pearls. I'm like, they watch more porn than I do. And COVID made it very easy for them. And...
Mine was a half decade ago, Brandi. There's no way my kids were watching. My kids were like 2 and...
Well, mine weren't. Mine were in high school and mid-school. But before that, they saw porn when they were playing with Legos. Yeah. Just so you know, they were young. But
and you did save the URL, the link to the Lego.
I don't know how to do anything on the computer.
So
that's why.
Send that to me?
Well, that's why Eddie knew like I wasn't going to use this thing that he gave me. He's just a control freak. I knew it. I was like, whatever. Okay, we do have to get into. I did see this morning. Kim Richards' rare sighting. I feel bad for her because she's fine, guy. I mean, like she has her struggles. She's living in Santa Monica. You guys caught her on a bench. She has 2 shoes. One is on, one is off. Maybe her foot hurt. Hello, my bunions look good today because I have cankles that make them not look so big. Listen, as we get older, our feet fucking hurt, and you're walking around with your shoes. In Santa Monica, she had boots on. Maybe she had a rock in her boot. She was fully dressed. She looked nice, but everyone wants to assume the worst. All of her kids live here. Like she said, they all are great kids, and they would never allow anything to happen to Kim. So y'all need to stop projecting this nonsense on her. Like, she's in a fragile state already because it's hard enough, you know, being an addict and living in this town and being, you know, an ex-child star. Like, leave her alone. And even though she's sober, you're an addict when you're an addict. You're an addict forever, like James. And like for this weekend and today, he's an addict. Uh-huh. You know it. I know it. So, yeah. Like, that's so mean. I just thought that picture made me mad. I just felt, like, really bad for that. Farrah Brittany, do you know who that is?
Me?
Oh, Farrah! I didn't know her last name was Brittany. Baby and relationship drama. Wait, what is the drama? A baby with Zach Goldsmith. He's a strange wife, reportedly congratulated Farrah on the pregnancy. I don't know anything about this. I love Farrah. I love Kyle. You can genuinely become friends. I should have read these notes. They just were way too long. Hold on. Bloop, 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 bloop. This is when James would just talk about how skinny he is and show us his titties. Okay, I mean, you're married, not divorced, right?
Yeah.
I do definitely think you can develop a friendship. Like, I like Leanne more than I like Eddie. Eddie just annoys the fuck out of me, and all I remember is all the shit he did to me. And she annoys me too, don't get me wrong, but we actually like each other. I feel like we both like each other more than we like Eddie. I don't know.
What's the matter with that?
It took 10 years, but I don't know the logistics of Farrah's, like, romantic situation. I do know that she's a good girl and that she has come from a good family, and she would definitely try to be friends with an ex. She's not one to cause drama. Like, you don't hear anything bad about Farrah ever. So leave her alone. Leave the family alone.
Hashtag leave Farrah alone.
Leave the Kyle Richardson, Kim Richards alone. And Farrah, she's the daughter of Kyle. They're sisters. Oh, right. Jesus. Beverly Hills is in the fucking news. Oh, my God. I did watch The Girls Trip last night. Okay, do you know who these people are? Anne Marie O. This is a lot of housewife stuff. I don't care. I mean, I care-ish, but not really. Perez Hilton, I hope he's doing better. Here's the thing. We all have bad days. I mean, we just had them before TikTok. I mean, I remember doing a cameo, and then I just started crying because I didn't want to do it, but I had to get the money. And I had this, like, viral moment, and Perez is one of the guys that reached out to me and said, and this is when he was in his heyday, and he was doing really well. And he's like, I can relate to you from that video so much. And I'm like, you can? You seem like you got it all happening. So just remember, we all have bad days, and we all have dark times, and not anyone's happy all the time. And, you know, and just, I still take my 20 milligrams. It's actually 10 now, Lexapro, every night. Because if not, I'm a fucking crazy bitch. You think I'm crazy now? You have no idea. And then I just feel like I'm in this mode, like, leave everyone alone, like, especially if it's, like, mental health wise, and, like, if they're kids underage. I just feel like, come on, kids. So OnlyFans, Erica Elnick and Pumpkin are killing it. Okay, so I'm the one that referred Erica to OnlyFans, so you're welcome, and I cannot wait to get my referral check. Yes. I know she's making, like, I already made like $600 the first week, and she's not showing anything. Well, I shouldn't say that. She's showing sexy pictures of her feet and some other just really, like, sexy pictures, but nothing is, I mean, go on and check it out, guys. Keep checking it out, because Mama's getting a cut. I had to show, like, a lot more than that to make a lot of money. And then my face went nuts, and then I stopped doing everything. But I'm on there. You guys can go on there. Don't worry. I had to show a nipple to get money. Actually, I made money way more before and then I showed my nipple, and then everything went left. Pumpkin school controversy. Should parents see? Pumpkin says her 8-year-old daughter was rejected from private school because of Pumpkin's OnlyFans content. Oh, she's 8. Yeah, that, I don't think, what the fuck is her OnlyFans content, and who are her parents? I know who her parents are. Should parents legal to, because of her, Oh, the daughter doesn't have OnlyFans. Sorry.
That was terrifying.
I'm like, what is happening?
They tried to legitimize OnlyFans, so they a bunch of stand-up comics. Like I have buddies that film specials on it.
No, people do cooking shows on there.
Yeah.
They do a lot. No, it is still legitimized. I mean, but I think it's always going to have a stigma to it. But it's, who cares? If you can make money on it and your partner doesn't care, and I don't have a partner, so they could fuck off even if I did. Unless he was rich, and then I wouldn't have to do anything ever, not even have sex with him. Just get a rich old guy that had to take a lot of pills and not have sex. That was what I should have done like 20 years ago.
You still have a chance.
I don't. I missed the window. Damn it.
Are you sure?
I have to be attracted to someone. It's weird. I know. I'm not attracted to old men.
Me neither.
Or old balls that touch the water. Yeah, you don't like old men?
I mean, I like hanging out with them at times.
Oh, yeah. They're all horny, by the way.
Well,
I let them fill me up. Yeah.
I'm becoming an old man. I'm like, I don't see my horniness slowing down. So
No. Yeah, you're definitely an old horny dude already. In a young man's body. No, but I mean, I think you guys are all big kids forever, and you're all horny forever. Yeah. But men, I think old men know they can get away with it more. Because it's like, if an old man grabs my ass, I'm not going to punch him in the face. If, like, someone my age does, I mean, maybe if he's hot, I won't do anything. No. Consent.
Mixed messages this episode.
Yeah,
It's okay.
No, I'm just joking. I did punch someone in the face for grabbing my ass in a bar, and my ex-husband was with me, and then my ex-husband got in a fight.
What happened?
That's what happened. Someone grabbed my ass, I punched him in the face.
What were you doing when they grabbed your ass? Just like...
I was standing next to Eddie at a bar. They were behind me, and they grabbed my ass, and they were like, and I punched him in the face. And then Eddie got in a physical fight with them in the elevator. And then I'm like, and at the time, Eddie was on TV and I wasn't. I was like, we can't lose your job. Stop hitting people. So.
Did he get in trouble for that though? Because I mean, like,
no, we were in Vegas. You can do whatever you want in Vegas, by the way. You can hit people and you can, no, you really can't. But maybe, I don't know. Vegas is Vegas. Yeah, so pumpkin, yeah, I don't think you should be able to kick a kid out of school for what their parents do. Like, Jake's best friend's dad, mom, and stepmom are all porn stars. And we were at private school, and it was the gossip of the school. I was friends with them. Everyone else was like, but everyone talked about me anyway.
Well, we're sexually weird in this country, right? So people being
people have problems.
is like a huge problem to people, and then you can be doing super awful stuff in the world, but if it's like labeled as like white collar, okay, people are like, okay, cool. But then your porn star friend is like evil.
Right, and I'm sorry, like sex work is work. Blowjobs are called blowjobs for a reason. They're a job.
That's right.
We all should be paid for blowjobs, by the way.
Amen.
Yes. Whoop, whoop. I like it. What do you think, James? Oh, you don't get blowjobs because you can't keep a man? Or you can't get a man? I know. I think it's because you're just so self-indulged, like obsessed. Not indulged. Like, you are overly self-indulgent when it comes to food and drugs and content. You give me anxiety. I'm so glad you're not here. You really give me a ton of anxiety. Just your energy is a lot. So, Mama's doing better today.
Can I
Love
say,
you.
What do you have to say for yourself, James? And then cut to
Yeah.
his camera. What do you have to say for yourself, James? Let me cut to his chair.
Mm-hmm. Wow. He does look really good today, though. I think this is his best day ever.
It's the thinnest he's ever been.
I know. Did you say the goodest?
The thinnest.
Oh, I thought you said the goodest. I was going to give him a vocabulary lesson, and we all know that I can't spell, but I'm good with other things. So, yeah, I just don't think what your parents do should, like, dictate, get it? Dictate? Ha, ha, ha. What, like, whether you can afford private school or go to private school, it's just ridiculous. And I started watching a show last night about, like, the secret lives of housewives, but they all do sex content, and now they're all getting outed. It's like in Missouri or something, and their lives are falling apart. And they made $1 million in 3 months, supposedly, but they still live in a shitty condo with bad blinds. I don't understand that. Because if I made $1 million in 3 months, I would not have those blinds that hang, that I hate, that I don't have them, actually. I don't have them at all. And I rent. So if you make $1 million, move. If you're in Missouri, you can have 3 houses for $1 million. So I don't know if they're just saying that, but I'm sure they made a lot of money. But $1 million is like $5 million in LA. $1 million in Missouri is $5 million in LA.
And you could just retire though, Brandi. So don't move into a nice place, live below your means, and then you're retired in Missouri, which sounds
Duh.
great. You have a hot tub.
Yeah, I have a hot tub. For sure they have a hot tub because they're doing adult content. Right?
You can afford it now.
Yeah, well, but if you're in a condo, you have a shared hot tub, which is gross.
That's true.
Yeah, it's gross. But anyway, good for you guys. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Famous doesn't always mean rich. It definitely does not. Mary marries Tina Campbell disclosed financial information in her divorce filing. Who's Mary? Tina Campbell? I don't know who that is. I know who Tisha Campbell is. I don't know. No, it doesn't mean you're rich. And that's the part that sucks. So why be famous if you can't be rich? You have to be accountable for all your shit, everything you say. You can't litter. Like I said, you can't make an unsafe lane change without getting a ticket. I have a ticket for an unsafe, the worst. Who gives a ticket for that? And the last time I had a ticket, unsafe lane change. It's bullshit. Okay, so apparently Northwest Kardashian is, it's Northwest. Oh, I'm so blonde today. Northwest, I don't know, but I wanted to hyphenate my kids like Jake and Mason, Glanville, Cibrian. It should be Cibrian and Glanville because I gave up my womb for them. But whatever. So Northwest Kardashian, I'm just going to do it for her, wants to get a normal job. She wants to work at Starbucks. Great. I think that is genius. I've been working since I was 12. I got a worker's permit. I worked everywhere. We've always had jobs in my house. I think it's really, my son, Jake, works at a game card shop. Mason's a model, but he's also going full-time to college. So it says, would I rather have them have a normal job or be an influencer? No to influencing. They spend enough fucking time on their phones. It's too much. I cannot with the influencers. I guess that's what it's coming to because AI is taking over everything else. You're either going to work. I'm going to be a chef, I decided yesterday. I made ramen from scratch. Miso spicy ramen. And I also did some potato dumplings that were so yummy outside of the miso that didn't really go with the miso. And avocado toast. Anyone can do that. But I was feeding my kids. But I think that getting putting in a good worth ethic. I quit.
Worth ethic. You gotta have good worth ethic.
You gotta have a worth ethic.
Great.
My parents have always had jobs. Like my mom cleaned houses. My dad worked at a grocery store my whole life. He was a janitor and then he worked at a mechanic shop. He worked everywhere. But my parents always worked and they said if you want anything in life you have to work. So at 12 I got a worker's permit and my first job was at a dry cleaner. And fun fact, I kept every dollar I found in the pockets. I don't know if that's legal anymore or if it was back then, but I kept it. I made a lot of money. And I think that we have to have our kids, I worked at every restaurant. My favorite job was being a waitress. I liked hosting because I just like that social interaction. It gives you, I don't know, there's something about it. You learn your P's and Q's about social interaction. You learn about how if a guy gets super drunk, you just write more on the bill. You have the computer printed out and then you write $30 more and then you write thank you really big and then they tip you on the $30 more so you make $50 on a $50 check. I did this and that was illegal. I know this, but they grabbed my butt, so they were drunk and they deserved to pay me. But I think it's just important for them. And I said this, I said, why don't you guys work at a restaurant? I loved it because I got cash tips every night. I left with money every night. And it does kind of prepare you for social interactions. And it's just great. And I was always back in the kitchen. I caused a little chaos, I'm not gonna lie. I had complete crushes on everyone. And even as a hostess, you get tips. They have to, the waiters all have to pull money together and tip you. And so I think that it's important for Northwest to see how the other half live. She's on a private jet half the time. And I think as long as they don't disclose where she works and she keeps a hat on, because she's pretty well known. I mean, if I saw her, I'd probably know who she was. I think that could create some frenzy. But I know that they're very protective parents because our kids used to go to the same school, and I would see them, like when there was a problem, they hired security for the school. It was a problem at another school, not at our school, but they dropped the kids off every morning. It wasn't like a nanny or something. So I think they're really involved, and I think that maybe in another city, I don't know, ship her off to Westlake. She's in Calabasas. Like, I don't know anywhere that they could go where they're not known. Do you know who Northwest is? You don't.
This is the West kid. Yeah, it's Kanye's.
But would you recognize her if you saw her?
No, I'm a 45-year-old comedian. I mean, I'm probably like, that's Kanye West in some crazy SUV that I've never seen before, so I would know.
No, his windows would be blacked out.
But I'd still know when it's
I don't think Kanye's actually allowed to drive, but I know that he has a driver, and he's still like, you know.
I can't believe any super wealthy people drive their own cars.
Oh my God.
It's not fun on a racetrack. Cool, I'll drive a McLaren. But like I immediately, I mean, you and I were talking about this before we started recording. Like, if a car can drive for you, I'm like, done. So whether it's a person or a car, like, I don't want to drive. If someone else can do it, go for it.
No, fuck that. I like a driver, but I don't want him to talk to me, and I don't like my car driving for me unless I'm really tired. But then I still can't work it, and I'm like, wait, what are you doing? I'm a control freak. But I think all kids, like your kids, should start like looking at jobs. Yeah, I mean, they should work. You should learn you should understand like what it's like to bring somebody a ranch. Right, seriously, you know what I mean? Or what ranch even is. Right. I mean, so, James, what was your favorite job? That's kind of James's chair. Are you gonna say something? Do you have an Australian accent? Do I have? What would James say? Oh my God. Honey, we don't. I cannot do it. I'll study it for the next time. Now that I know James is going to come up absent sometimes, I'll be like, I'll sit in. I'll get a James mask, too. Yeah. Makeup artist friend. I'm sure he has one. Mrs. Doubtfire, Mrs. James Fire. Hello! Oh my God, so you don't only do drugs, you sell them, too? That's so fun for you. That's illegal, I think. But, you know, good work ethic. Let's see. Northwest wants a job. Great. Dancing with the Stars. Who should do it? Ugh. I mean, I used to want to do it really bad, but now I'm old and my cankles don't work. Like, the bunions are bunioning. I don't know if that's even a good thing or a bad thing. But I wanted to do it when I was, like, still able to move. If that makes sense. I remember when Lisa Vanderpump did it, and I went to see her. This was the hardest thing she's ever done in her whole life. She was dying to get out of it, and she might have fainted on purpose. That's my take. She never said she fainted on purpose. It looked like it was on purpose. Everything hurt. She was like, I can't. She was so over it. She had like cold sores all over her mouth from the stress, and I've never seen that bitch with a cold sore. And I love her. I mean, I loved her. I still kind of, like, I love her-ish. But, if she, like, she's the hardest worker I know. If she can't handle it, there's just, I don't know. I don't even, who would, I don't know. Is Urkel? No, Urkel was already on it. Urkel did it already. I think everyone's done it. Who else? What about like Mama June? Mama June would be good on there. I think it would be good for her. Let's get Mama June on it. And who else? One more person. I think Lisa Rinna did it because I think Lisa Rinna would be great on it. But I think she already did it. Yeah, everyone's done it. I have no idea. Denise Richards, good facelift. I'm Ben Talley, and Denise did a whole thing about how he was her surgeon for her facelift. She looked tighter than anyone last night. Great. She looks amazing. And he supposedly, and I don't know this even though he is a friend, supposedly the word on the street is he did Tom Cruise. So that man doesn't age. So he's kind of like the shit. And Denise, she looks like she's 12 again. So there you have it. And recurring bit. Hayden Panettiere, toxic relations. That's just sad. I don't want to talk about bad things anymore. It's so sad. R.I.P. Dolly Parton. I just found out right before the podcast. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. That's my fault. But she lived a life. Think about the life she lived. Like, she was spectacular. She was loving. I get her banana cake in the stores all the time. She had it all. She had a theme park. She had an underground tunnel, a separate, like, she had everything. And she was a beautiful soul and a beautiful woman, and she could sing. So, R.I.P. to you, and we all love you. I don't think, if anyone doesn't like her, they should be shot. No one should ever be shot. Like with some Botox in a bad place, like so they get a droopy eyebrow for a week.
Dolly would have loved that joke that you just had. Right
I know, because she's so funny.
She would have loved that.
And her boot, like, she just held up. And supposedly she was only 80, and I feel like that's young. But I don't know if, I think we might have the numbers wrong. But, because I feel like she's been 80 for a long time.
I thought she was like the same age as Willie Nelson. I thought she was like 90, 92-ish.
I don't know, but
yeah. She
was holding it together. So the fact that we don't know how old she was just means she was holding it together. And that body was on point. I had a couple of Housewives things to say. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, that's horrible. I'm not going to talk about that. Oh, I was watching The Girls Trip, and they were talking kind of shit about Luann. And I mean, I wish I could feel that way about myself. Like, she's so pleased with herself at all times. She thinks the spotlights are always on her. If I could live in that bubble where I just felt like fabulous all the time, I would. So anyone saying like, oh, does she live? She thinks the spotlight's on her? Well, number one, it is, kind of. And number two, like, great on her. Rather than being like Debbie Downer and not fun, I think she's a pretty fun life. The other thing is, there was a beef between Erica and Luann. They did squash it. I will say, what's the word? Erica and I have always gotten along. If I've ever reached out, she's always gotten back to me, even in hard times. And when I was going through something, she reached out. Mind you, one sentence. I think she's just guarded. I don't think that she's a bitch. I think she's just very guarded. She's been through a lot, and that's what you get. You either take it or you leave it. And Camille Grammer, good on you. You look great. I loved your speech. And everyone looked great last night. I cannot wait till I get to Atlanta and those girls show them how to really party, because this was not it. I mean, it looked like a fun party, and it was really funny when Mauricio left at the end, and the girls are like, happy anniversary. They're like getting a divorce, and he was like, oh, thank you, that's sweet. I have one negative thing to say about Mauricio. I mean, I have a few, but I won't, because I love his kids. I think he got his caps too white. I think his teeth are too white. So that's what you get for being who you are and not sticking through your marriage. You got teeth are too white, and I hope every time you put on ripped jeans, you get your toe stuck and you fall and you get a Band-Aid in a really noticeable place. All right, guys. Peace out. Woo, woo. James, that was your best episode ever. High five. Oh my God, I think I love him again. I'll hang out with you today, and only today.
Unfiltered, press play, tell a friend. We're living too loud for your quiet expectations. This your favorite podcast, your guilty little session.
You're stuck with us at Brandi Glanville Unfiltered with James Moss. A new episodes drop
every Thursday.
Screenshots, side eyes, secrets in rotation. One more episode, that's your daily vacation. Unfiltered. Say it like you mean it, babe.